Okay, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Corpse Book of Shadows. Last time when we left off with this game, we were, I think we are now 2 more new people. Oh yes, and we're 2 new people. We're adventuring around. I don't really quite know what we're looking for. Actually, I don't know if it ever told us what we're looking for. Or did it? My memory's not serving me too well. Was this just lightning? The dull, gloomy corridor suddenly lit up brightly just for just a moment. Was it lightning? But we weren't near any windows, and there was no thunder. Okay. Wait. There's a shiny thing. Okay, what's the shiny? There, glinting in the dim light, sat what appeared to be a component of some electronic device. In contrast to everything else in the school, it seemed like a fairly recent item, a decade old at most, but likely much newer. What do you suppose this is? I don't know. Like a chip or a battery? Looks like a battery. I'm not really sure, but it kind of looks like a battery. Maybe. I was right. Maybe someone brought a beefed up phone or some game system in here. Might as well take it with us, I figured. Though if I gave it to Shia for safekeeping, I'd no doubt wind up on the ground again somewhere. So I decided I'd just pocket the thing. Yeah, 'cause you can't trust her. 'Cause she's lazy. Ah, it's closed. The door of the room was frozen in place as there's decoration on the wall. Can't be opened. Pointless. If I remember right, the girls' room is probably sealed still, or maybe, you know, it's unsealed from the other people. Here's open. Cross your fingers. And it's open. There's no indication of anyone occupying any of these stalls, yet every one of them seems to be locked from the inside. Okay, yeah, you're right. Why does it keep glitching like that? Anyway, can't read that. There's an excessive amount of human hair jamming the drain, generating an intermitting sucking noise that makes it sound like it's gasping for air. The stench is indescribable. It seems to have attracted thousands upon thousands of tiny bugs that have transferred the white basin back into the black mass. Oh, transformed the white basin into a black mass. What about this one? There's this amount of hair jamming. Okay, so that's in both. So is this room completely, damn it, and utterly useless? Seems so. Down the stairs we go. To find probably nothing, because we can never find anything in this game. Oh yeah. Everything is shut off. But we have a battery, and maybe they go somewhere. Music room? Maybe. Probably not. I'm probably very wrong. On the other side of that hole, there was now a woman collapsed on the ground. I couldn't see any obvious wounds. Oh, a man, sorry. Any wounds on him, but he wasn't moving at all. It was hard to ascertain details in this dim light, but he seemed a bit too big to be a middle schooler or a high schooler. And he wasn't wearing a uniform. Who is that? Seems to be a bit old to be a student. Is he dead? Wait! It's Takushi! Yeah. What do you know? It's a cameraman. Maybe that's why we have the battery. I don't know. Are you alright? No, nobody's not gonna respond. Are you injured, maybe? Still no response. Maybe we should chuck something over, or maybe that would be a bad idea. Nari, look. This was lying on the floor over there. A camera? Wonder if it's his. It was a fairly expensive-looking DV camcorder, and a well-worn one at that, with dings and chips all over it. Nonetheless, it looked like it probably still worked. It was a little creak. What is it this time? I thought it was just a little creak, but okay. Mayu, where have you gotten yourself off to? Mayu, I swear I heard your voice just a moment ago. You can't be far. You were singing about missing me. Are you okay? Have you been injured? Are you afraid? Are you lonely? Damn it. Taguchi, what the hell is keeping you? It's been well over an hour. I'm waiting here to exchange information with you. When I could be out searching. He's not gonna show up. We just seen him knocked out on the floor. Damn it. God damn it. Why has it come to this? I don't care about anyone else. I just want you to be safe. Just you, and I'll be happy. So the rest of your friends and everyone are all in here, and all you care about is one girl. Just one. You don't care about your buds or more, Satoshi, none of them. Just Mayu. You're a bit of a dickhead. The hell are you looking at? In my agitated state, I kicked a pair of hallway slippers that was sitting on the ground nearby, and they flew right into the dead girl's face. What are you doing sitting in a place like that anyway? You're dead! You're not worthy of such a honored seat. You're an eyesore. What's that look? You think I'm strange? What gives you the right, you goddamn stiff? He's going insane a little bit. I grabbed her jaw and began shaking it around and was a bit startled by the sensation. It felt just like I was touching living flesh, except this person was very, very cold. Cold as a statue. A statue covered with skin and muscle, but a statue nonetheless. What am I doing? Have I lost my mind? Why else would I be venting my anger at a dead body? I don't know. There's no one else around. There's no one living. You're just in a place where the crazy's gonna be normal. But you're crazy even for crazy. I'm terribly sorry. I see now that in your eyes that your eyes have been sliced up. So you really weren't looking at anything, were you? Okay, so you're laughing at sliced eyes. You need out of here. You need mental help. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? If I'd asked you this a few days ago, I've no doubt that you've been able to voice your objections and slap me right in the face, Miss Asaya Kayada. Pity. Get it together, Sakutoro. If you keep this up, you'll never find Mayu. Besides, this poor girl's an unfortunate victim. She's done nothing wrong. Well, nothing we know. Want to know a secret, Kaida? You're quite the looker right now. But you're just going to rot from here on out. Just rot and rot. You'll rot until your flesh gets all soft and mushy like soup. Your skin starts to stretch and sag, and your eyeballs spill out of your head like raw eggs. Dude, I think you really need to get some help. The smell you produce will be fouler than any toilet in every part of you. Your face, your mouth, your bowels will become maggot chow. Why are you breaking out into laughter over this? I don't want to be this guy anymore. But before that happens, yes, let's preserve that beautiful form of yours, shall we? I flipped my cell phone back on and switched it to camera mode, centering the lens on the lovely Miss Kaida. Her slashed and broken gaze was focused ahead of her at a downward-facing angle, yet in contrast to these injuries, she wore a peaceful expression on her face, almost as if she were posing for me, just waiting for me to hit that shutter button. What a lovely visage. This will make a splendid picture. Superb. Have you ever heard of the French film called Un Chien at Doyolo? You remind me so much of it right now. Might I take another? You may just be more charming now than you were when you were alive. Yes, I think you must be. Can I please stop being this guy? I feel like I'm a seductive serial killer. I mean, just look at that face. The line formed by those stiff cheekbones. I'm sorry, but it's just so erotic. All those cuts on your wrists. And those cuts on your wrists. I tried poking her with my finger and heard a moist, squishy sound as my fingertip was swallowed up. She'd gone cold, but I guess there was still some blood left in her. Either that or decomposition was already well underway. I pushed further in, digging my finger through the gaps between her muscles until it stuck something smooth and hard. Bone? I've struck bone. This vicious chill blazed the steadfast strength of the Mara within. It's almost sensual. You need help. As I drew my face into her forehead, a few particles of perfume scented the foul odor of sweat and sebum that had heretofore been assaulting my nostrils. Sealed in a place like this, unable even to wash your hair, but you still found the time and energy to groom. How delightful. And yet, the smell of death and blood suits you so much better. So much better. He's gone completely insane. What the hell have I been doing? Why have I been taking pictures of corpses? I suppose they do say stress is the real killer in situations like this, so anything I can do to relieve my built-up stress isn't so bad. No, it's just insane. Yes, it's all just happenstance. There happen to be corpses in here, so come to think of it, Taguchi was taking footage of the corpses in here as well, and he said he was doing it so he could file for a police report. 1 hour is long, so 1 hour has long since come and gone. Perhaps it's time to search for him as well. It's entirely possible that he's met with Mayu and is accompanying her after all, in which case standing around here would accomplish nothing. Bud, you need some serious help. Amidst the darkness of the corridors, I spotted human figures. Living ones this time. 2 of them. Why does it look like she actually has a pin stuck into her forehead? Okay, both female, and both much younger than I approached them without making any noise or saying a single word to announce myself. What is this? What is it this time? Junior high, I'd guess. Maybe 12 or 13 years old. One was clearly much more fear-prone than the other, and she wrapped herself around her companion's arm as if actively trying to hide behind her. She was looking in my general direction, but with the lighting as dim as it was, I had no idea whether or not she could see me. And while finding survivors in this land of the dead was a rare occurrence indeed, my focus was squarely on the man, sprawled out further down the hall. He was unconscious, possibly worse, and an uncrossable gap separated us, but I definitely recognized him. It was Taguchi. Well, you made a noise. Is Mr. Taguchi dead? Was I concerned about him? Did I feel for him? Honestly, no. I felt nothing whatsoever at that moment. I was simply asking because I was curious. I am normally calm and stoic, I think? Stoic? Sure, but this seemed cold even by my standards. Did I really not care one way or another if he were dead? Hey, you know that guy? No, not really. But you just said a name, didn't you? Here, I think this belongs to him. Give it a look. The girl handed me a beat-up DV camera, no doubt about it. This was the same one Taguchi had been looking into when I met him earlier. I took it without a word and immediately tried to turn it on, but to no avail. It had no power, because they had the battery. Battery's dead. Doesn't seem like it'd be much of use anymore. I think we found the battery pack on the ground too. Here, try it out. Okay. The hell is his problem? Okay, he says. What kind of social reject accepts a stranger's kindness like that? Not that I need thanks or anything, but still. Nari. Don't worry, he's not even listening. I placed the battery pack into the DV camera and immediately saw the red power light pop up. I'm still fully functional by all appearances. Now I can check over the footage he's collected. So, what are you two doing here? That's a good question. Huh? Well, they don't really know. Okay, why do we keep having little frame problems? Hold on, I'm gonna try to fix that. Just, thinking of our problem. I do have a scan, and I'm just gonna pause it. So, there. That should pause our scan. Well, my scan. And anyway, we're looking for our friends Nana Ogasawa. Nana's dead. I remember when she was with Mayu and stuff, she died, I'm pretty sure. And Hikari Kirigami, fellow students of the Masashigawa Junior High School, and some others from the senior high. My name's Nari Amatoya, and this is Shiya Yamase. I see, middle schoolers then. The littler of you two reminds me much of Makoto's sister. Probably Mashida, or I don't know. I called him a lot of different names for this whole series, just different pronunciations. Just pick one and go with it. I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a senior high student, right? I'm looking for someone too. Her name is Mayu Tsushimoto. Have either of you seen her? You know, it's proper manners to introduce yourself before you start asking questions. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm Sakatoro Morishige, an 11th grader at Kirizage Academy High School. Back to my question then. Have either of you seen Mayu? I have a picture of her here. I flipped up on Mayu's student ID to its photo page, almost as if it were a sheriff flashing my badge, but the responses from these two were not encouraging. They exchanged a quick glance over one another, then shook their heads. I don't think either of us has seen her, no. I see. That's alright. There may be some clues as her whereabouts in this camera. I rewound the tape a bit and put the camera in playback mode. Immediately, horrifying imagery began displaying on the device's tiny LCD screen. Audio was irrelevant. It seemed like the only sounds on this tape were those of Togoshi's ragged breathing and footsteps, as his occasional self-mutterings. 90% of the video footage then consisted of dead bodies, with over 10% was mostly just the camera auto-focusing in the dim light. Each body was shot from a variety of angles, so the cause of death could be easily determined. Guess he was really planning on showing this to the police. Well, I would hope so. The hell is this? It's nothing but dead bodies. Get it away, I don't want to see that. The two nosy girls were peeking in on the video's contents over my shoulder, and neither seemed certain quite how to react. Amazing. He did a really nice job with these. You see, that's what's gonna make these two girls think you're crazy and you might get stabbed in the back. Just a thought. Take it for what you will. So many bodies I haven't seen yet. So many. They're like Seychelles paintings. They're so beautiful. Still, his techniques could be better. He does little to catch the viewer's eye. There's too much restraint. Too much distance. If it were me. Nari? Okay. What's the matter? Why exactly are you laughing? Laughing? Am I laughing? Yes, you're smiling and laughing, like you're having a grand old time. Well, that's rather odd, isn't it? Yeah, it is rather odd. Kill him! Kill me! I'm him! Kill me! Nari, let's... Okay, I'm sorry, but we have to be going now. Going? Where exactly? Well, we're in the middle of searching for our friends. What's your rush? Maybe there's something I can do to help. That's quite alright. We'll handle it on our own. Goodbye now. I think they must have been misunderstanding. Maybe they thought I was some kind of pervert. Or maybe they thought you're psycho because you're laughing at dead bodies and thinking that's awesome and you're just... Oh, okay. Well, that's fine by me. It would be a pain in the ass to change their minds anyway. Besides, that was a rather fascinating reaction. I think I'll leave the camera here in Togoshi's eyes after all. No one else could possibly feel what he felt from anything he caught on it. I want to keep taking in these surroundings with my own eyes, to keep feeling what this school has to offer in my own personal way. I want my own collection. Or I suppose I just want to possess the dead. I want to make them mine. Wait, what am I thinking? I should be searching for Mayu right now. These photos are just for stress relief. If I lost myself to despair before finding Mayu, she could be gone forever, and I mustn't let that happen. Yes. This is all just one step in the long process of finding her, and I certainly can't be mixing up a single step with my end goal. Dude, you're already gone, but I want to see more. You're done. You're gone. Like, you're gone. Togoshi's completely motionless. It's impossible to tell from her if he's dead though, or simply unconscious. What the hell? I thought we already found that out. I was just clicking to see if, I could read something new, but no, an earthquake's gonna happen now. Another earthquake? After bracing myself for the hold on. After bracing myself for an indeterminate amount of time, the earthquake finally subsided. I don't know why I had so much trouble with that word for a minute. There's a candle shimmering here along with a note. Whatever you do, don't look behind you. What happens if I do? We're gonna look back and we're gonna die. I'm just gonna do it. Look back. What the? Mitsuki? So I look back and I see a friendo. Good to know. Moshigi? Yamato? Well, Yamamoto? Where's Fukuri? I don't know. He was with me until a short while ago, but then we found ourselves running from a man with an axe, I think, and then we got separated. I see. That is rather worrisome. That is rather worrisome. I hope he's alright. How about you? You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine. This isn't my blood. But the school, it's even more dangerous than I thought. However, that man is, I'm certain he's been going around killing anyone who gets lost in here. I haven't encountered him personally, so I couldn't say. I'm scared. If I'm by myself, he'll find me. Shall I accompany you then? Are you sure? Yeah, I don't mind. Thank you. Yamamoto, overcome with relief, suddenly grabbed a hold of me. Hey. I'm sorry. If you have a girlfriend already, right? Tsushimoto. I think you said her name was. We're not like that. She's like a little sister to me, I guess. I'll bet life would be a whole lot less boring if I had a big brother like you. I wouldn't be so sure about that. People always seem to regard me as a boring human being, especially people this generation. So we look back and we find a friendo? It's really getting dark in here. Yamamoto. Hang on just a sec. I've got a light. Shit gonna hit the roof? No? What an unnerving hallway. It's much darker than the others, but then I suppose there was one just like this in the main building. It's not just dark, but cold too. Yeah, we should head back. I think we may be in danger if we keep going. But the way back is gone. Damn, Yamamoto, do you still have that alcohol lamp? Sorry, that didn't quite make it, but I've got plenty of candles. Candles won't be enough. Well, look, there's a room. Let's see what's inside, okay? This cannot be Mitsuki. She is way too happy about everything right now. She's okay with the lamp being gone. She's okay with just having candles, and she says the back way is gone, and we can't go forward. Something's wrong. Wait, it may not be safe. We should proceed with the utmost... This is rapey. This is really rapey. This is getting rapey. Or is this purpose by her? This is rapey. Sorry, I didn't hurt you, did I? I'm just fine. Please, don't misunderstand. I didn't mean to. Never mind that. Let's say we have a little chat. What do you... Do you like me, Shig? And blood's pouring from her face. Who are you? Who do you think I am, Shig? Cut it out. Don't call me that. I tried to pick myself back up on the floor, but she grabbed me tightly by the wrists. Let me go. How do you know about me? About Mayu? I struggled with all my might, and in the process I inadvertently slapped Yamamoto, or whoever this was, square in the face. Ow, how dare you raise your hand to a girl, Shig? This is getting really rapey. Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't expect it to be Sachiko, but you know, I think she's missing part of her arm. Makes no sense. Okay, the skin from Yamamoto's face began peeling back and the little girl's face burst out from within, covered in blood and muscle tissue. I don't even know how it's possible. Black hairs burst out from Yamamoto's suit, next spreading across the ground like a black wig unfurling. Immediately, a musty smell began permeating the air, and I became aware of all the body parts around me, hands, feet, entrails, in a veritable lake of blood. Were you always her? What did you do to Mayu? Now what did I do to her? I remember she wouldn't shut up. She just kept chirping shake, 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 like a Japanese sparrow. A Suzume, if you will. A Suzume, sorry. Or a Suzume, I don't know. But she wasn't not chirping but she's not chirping anymore. Wanna see it for yourself? No. No, that can't be. I've been watching you, you know. I like you. You've got promise. People like you don't show. Well, people like you show up from time to time. Freaks of nature who have a real affinity for this place. What are you trying to say? What the hell are you planning to do with me? You scared? That's understandable. But the thing is, I get you. You're not afraid of people dying. You're just afraid of you dying. Let go of me. Sure, I'll let go. And when I do, I want you to walk over to that door. Let the school guide your way. It's where you'll find this person you've been looking for all this time. Shig, don't look at me. Not the way I am now. Mayu? I'm quite looking forward to your reaction. But if it's boring, I'll kill you. True to her word, the girl let go of my wrists. Her body then began sinking into the floor, little by little, until there was nothing left of it. It was as if she were lying along the shore, as the tide came in, and it slowly rose above her body, or maybe the school just swallowed her up. The only things that reminded me of her were Yamamoto's school uniform and that face mask made of her skin. Is this a dream? Or have I just completely lost it at this point? Either way. I need to see Mayu. She's alive. She has to be. Mayu, I'm coming for you. I think we're getting a bad ending, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, wrong ending. Okay, we don't even get to go see the dead Mayu. Nice. I knew it said not to look back, but I don't know why we looked back anyway. Probably just to see what happened. Because, I mean, no, do not cancel the save data. I'm always curious about that stuff. Sometimes I like to go with, without any bad endings and stuff, but I was a little too curious in that one. Because all throughout that chapter we're told, don't look behind you or he gets you. This and that and that and this. Okay. So we're gonna go back. What happens if I do? Don't look back. Oh, we see her anyway. Stay back. So either way, we get to see her. What's wrong? Where's Fukuri? Shut the hell up. I told you to stay back. You're in the league with him, aren't you? You're in league with him. You seem confused. What happened, Yamamoto? Oh! Don't touch me. There's blood on your hands. You really are? You really are? You're mistaken. This is from examining a dead body earlier. You just as I thought then. How could you be so cavalier about touching corpses? You're not right. There's no getting through to her in this state, it seems. I won't be fooled. I won't be taken by your lies anymore. Well, that's the real one. So, she's certainly in a mood. Living humans are so irredeemably noisy. People need to understand the value of silence. Yamamoto? Gone already, is she? You are one creepy bastard. I should find some place to collect myself. That's right, I can always go back there. I almost forgot about the taping, that production of The Barber of Seville. I have to make sure I get home in time. For, program. I've been worried about everything else again. And here I was again. I pressed the button on my phone to shut off the second alarm I'd set. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, hold on. Oh, cancel that. Okay, yep. Oh my god, scan cancelled. Oh, ignore that. Okay. If this time display were accurate, then there was no chance of making it home in time to record the show for Mayu. I'll have to apologize to her later. I slid my finger naturally, almost automatically, from shutting off the alarm to opening my folder of saved photos. There was no sound in the room other than the tone of my button presses, and virtually no light other than that which shone from the LCD screen, or so it seemed anyway. Yet this was my rock. In this place I could truly relax, here and here alone. I felt at peace. The air was filled with an overpowering aroma of blood and entrails. It would be enough to make most people vomit, but for me, it was the smell to savor. I'd even describe it as comforting. Perhaps it's because it reminded me that I was in her presence. She, who decorated the wall like a flower in full bloom. When I sat across from her, I felt more at ease than I could possibly convey in words. Oh, that one. It was as if she always been here for me, as if she were waiting for me. And sure enough, whenever I felt weary or needed respite, the door to the infirmary would always open for me, despite its tendency to the contrary. Each time it did, too, I would always be drawn in as if the room were swallowing me up, and my eyes would always happen upon this offering first. This girl upon the wall, slowly drying and slowly rotting, would always be there to greet me, and never once did I tire of the sight. I've sure taken a lot. So many photos of the dead. I'd begun talking to myself, or maybe I was talking to her. Within my phone's memory were stored some of a man's most sensual, most voluptuous objects d'art. And she was the tip of the brush, the grand prelude, I don't know. I'd assumed a whole lot of buildings worth of beautiful sculptures to admire now, too. I was thrilled to bursting. Buddy, you use a lot of funky words, and you look psychotic. This is the one, and I'm not doing the laugh. This was the sculpture known as Mitsuki Yamamoto in life, but in death, she was my property, one of my many pieces of found art. Wait, what? Mitsuki's dead? What? These spirited eyes, now dulled and clammy, those lips that spoke such harsh words, now stained with blood, her abdomen shredded, her innards exposed. So alluring, so captivating was she now. Sometimes destroying that which is beautiful only serves to make it more beautiful. And truly, this was the proof. Still, it is a shame. It was a shame that I could only gaze upon these gorgeous works of art within this school grounds. Before returning home with Mayu, I need to erase every one of these photographs from my phone. It seemed like such a waste. The world in which I once dwelled was far too narrow-minded to accept these masterpieces. It was often a hard place to call home. But as long as I had Mayu with me, I could endure. And to that end, this folder was an obstacle, a determinant, a hurdle to be overcome before I could rejoin the world of the living. I needed to delete it, to put it all behind me. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. If I do it after I get back. You crazy sumbitch. Chapter 5, Shingari-La, an alternate universe tale. Chapter 5, Clear. Chapter 6, Meyer, is now available. Testimonies have been unlocked. Save system data. Well, no, hold on. Yes, it's already saved. Okay, guys, that is going to be all for today's episode. Please comment, like, subscribe. Until this episode. Hope to see you all in the next episode. Take care, and see y'all then.